Good evening, viewers, and welcome to this edition of NTV Sports Page. It's Monday, the 7th of November, and I'm Curtis Morton. In our headlines, Kittitian female cricketer creates history, and in our feature for this evening, semi-finalists determined in primary schools football competition. We'll take this break, and I'll be right back.
Coming in hot, hot, hot.
Yes, look at this. We are watching NTV. Stay tuned.
Coming in red hot, hot, hot.
Well, I'm back, and we start with cricket. One youthful Kittitian lass has created history after she was selected to the West Indies Women's Under-19 cricket squad. The Cricket West Indies selection panel on Friday named the West Indies Women's Under-19 squad for the upcoming tour of India. The players for the T20 matches were selected after trial matches in Trinidad. Included in the team is Kittitian Jazara Claxton. The full squad reads Ashmini Monsar, captain; Trishan Holder, vice-captain; Asabi Kalenda, Kinika Kasa, Jazara Claxton, Najani Cumberbatch, Janelia Glasgow, Reliana Grimond, Zeda James, Dijanaba Joseph, Kedijaz Mitchell, Shani Samaru, Chanel Saw, Lena Scott, and Kate Wilmot. The match schedule: Sunday the 13th November versus India, that's India A; Tuesday the 15th November versus Sri Lanka; Thursday the 17th November versus Sri Lanka; Saturday 19th November the final; Thursday the 24th November they move on to take on New Zealand, and that would be the end of the tour. On learning of Jazara's inclusion in the squad, Minister of Sports and Syndicates, the Honorable Samuel Duggins, released the following congratulatory statement. As Minister of Sport, I extend congratulations to Jazara Claxton from Sandy Point on her selection to the West Indies Under-19 female cricket team. Jazara's selection is historic, as she is the first female from St. Kitts, and I'm even prouder to say the first female from the Leeward Islands to gain selection to the West Indies Under-19 squad. We are quite elated that Jazara has been selected for the Women's Under-19 squad. Her selection is indicative of her very strong commitment to excellence in sports. We commend her and her support cast, inclusive of her family and coaches. One of her coaches is Dylan Liddy, a cricket coach in the Department of Sports. We are also very proud of the head coach of the team, St. Kitts and Nevis' very own Steve Liebert, who continues to provide very commendable guidance. It is interesting to note that Jazara is also a national football player for St. Kitts and Nevis, representing our federation at CONCACAF Women's Under-20 Championship. She is an exceptional sports lady, and we salute her. The Ministry of Sport continues to work assiduously to ensure that the requisite policies and framework are in place so that Jazara and other athletes can thrive. Meanwhile, we have an update from the WICB Super 50 Cup matches played on Super 50 Cup, that is, update matches played on Saturday, 5th November. Guyana 207 for 5 in 42.5 overs, combined campuses and colleges 206 all out. Windwards 189 all out, Trinidad and Tobago 195 for 3. Trinidad and Tobago won by 7 wickets. Triple C, that's combined campuses and colleges, 206 all out, Guyana 207 for 5, Guyana won by 5 wickets. The West Indies Cricket Academy, and this was the big upset for the weekend, 182 all out, Jamaica 170 all out. West Indies Academy won by 12 runs. We'll take this break, and I'll be back with our feature for this evening.
My wife and I have been in the Caribbean, living, working, traveling for the better part of 40 years. 9 years ago, we ended up on Nevis, and we're very glad we did. Decided to move here permanently a few years ago. Beautiful beaches that are virtually empty, so the beach is like your own. The experiences as an investor was quite seamless, actually. It's the local people were a joy to deal with, very positive. That's one of the highlights of Nevis too, just wonderful people to deal with. What's keeping us here is the way of life. One of the big reasons is because it still has a feeling of being somewhat undiscovered. Quite an eye-opener that there's still something like this exists on this planet. The local produce, what they normally call ground provisions, are outstandingly good. Tomatoes in particular are wonderful. They still taste like a real tomato. We can source most of our produce for the restaurant locally. We've got a handful of farmers we deal with, and even the roadside people on the market have great product. We're developing our restaurant into a 12-month business as opposed to a 6-month business. The local people enjoy going out just as much as the tourists, so it's very rewarding to get local people coming to the restaurant in a good number and getting a nice balance. As I say, it's been gratifying and rewarding.
Well, I'm back, and tonight football is in the spotlight. 3 more exciting matches were played in the ongoing primary schools football tournament on Friday, the 4th November. The matches played helped to determine the final 4 teams for the upcoming semi-finals. The results of the matches played are as follows. Charlestown Primary 7, Montessori 3. The goal scorers, Kadim Taylor, CPS 3 goals, Kashim Taylor, CPS 2 goals, Aiden Walters, CPS 1 goal, and Amara Paris, CPS 1 goal. Jadante Sweeney of the Montessori School scored a hat-trick. Player of the match, Kadim Taylor. St. Thomas's Primary 1, Motocross Prep 0. Goal scorer, Tishon Bolas of St. Thomas's Primary. Player of the match, Delijah Clark. St. James's Primary 1, VOJ 0. The goal scorer, Austin Williams of St. James Primary. The player of the match, Austin Williams of St. James Primary. The final match of the day between the 2 teams from St. James's created the most excitement, as it was a known fact that whichever team won the game would be the 4th team to get into the semi-finals. It was an intense battle, with both schools having full support on the lines. When the St. James's team finally breached the VOJ's defense, the support crew, led by Honorable Hazel Brandy Williams, was ecstatic. The matchup between the Charlestown Primary and the Montessori School started as a woefully one-sided affair, with Charlestown Primary racing to 6 goals to 0 into the second half. However, in the dying moments of the game, Montessori's Zadante Sweeney breached the Charlestown defense not once, not twice, but 3 times, all with fantastic solo runs. After the final match, one of the coordinators of the tournament, FIFA International referee Kimball Ward, announced the 4 teams for the semi-finals: Charlestown Primary, St. Thomas's Primary, Joycelyn Libert Primary, and St. James's Primary. Well, enough of the chatter. We go to the Eat Willett Park, and we take in the first 2 games. Don't worry, you folks in St. James's, your game will be the feature for tomorrow evening. Let's take in this.
Well, today is Friday, the 4th of November, and we are back here at the E.T. Willett Park. Very important games today as the points table continues to be tabulated. Charlestown Primary leading in Group 2, and St. Thomas's Primary leading in Group 1. And now, very overcast conditions, and as a matter of fact, it was so overcast earlier that some people were saying maybe they won't have any games today. But the rain has held up, but it's very dark and overcast here at the ETW. We're going to have the first game of the day. St. Thomas's Primary coming up against Motocross. Motocross, they wouldn't have won a game as yet. St. Thomas's, they have gone 3-0, so they have won 3 games so far. And we are going to have St. Thomas's coming up against the Motocross Preparatory School. From somebody, I think he's just making sure that the keepers are ready to go. He has gotten the affirmation. The whistle goes. It's off and running. St. Thomas's with the kick. So St. Thomas's are missing out on that occasion. And Motocross trying to run through. Misses out. There's St. Thomas's now on the right flank. That's poor work. Goes out. So it's going to be a throw-in for the Motocross team. Taken on the knee. Ball is loose. They're just watching each other there. Nobody rushing through. Finally, somebody tried to rush through. No, Motocross under pressure. Under serious pressure here. And stop for the moment. Handball. So Motocross is in their anxiety to defend. Somebody touched the ball with their hand. And so it's going to be a free kick from pretty close range right away. Motocross under pressure. And you don't put yourself under that kind of pressure against a top team like St. Thomas is. Well, the wall looks pretty solid. He goes straight to the wall. Handball right close up now. Another handball. That's going to be a penalty. Right close up there. He got his hand right on it. And that's going to be a penalty. I don't think they'll have a chance to have a wall formation this time around. Or will they? Maybe it was us outside the box. Let's make sure what the referee is saying. I think it's a penalty. They have to move. Yes, it's a penalty. It was right inside there. So you don't do that against St. Thomas's. The goalkeeper under immediate pressure. Referee making sure that the other players are away from the person who is going to strike. But penalties have been missed. That's the only consolation Motocross would have right now. But penalties have been scored as well. So let's see what transpires here. Which way will it go? St. Thomas's with the possibility of going one up. Oh, he does it so easily. The goalkeeper virtually just stood there and watched it slide into the right of him. And that's a goal. So St. Thomas's celebrate. 1-0. Easy like Sunday morning. And Motocross, of course, is at a disadvantage. Normally, when they're playing second game, they have a whole lot of support. But today is different. Again, under pressure. The goalkeeper looks a little lethargic, comes out, grabs onto it. He probably is new, rookie in the goal maybe. Kicks it out. No, stopped immediately there by the St. Thomas's player. He goes down, he pulls it in, and the ball is kept in. St. Thomas's being rushed there by the Motocross player. Shakes him now. He drives, stopped by the Motocross defender who knocks it out of touch. So it's going to be a throw-in for the St. Thomas's team. There's the throw-in. And St. Thomas's tries to drive. They have a bit of a laugh because he swung his foot at it and really didn't do much. It went out. So it's going to be a goal kick for the Motocross team. It's already 1-0 via the penalty route. Knocks it out nicely. Here's the ball, but defending stoutly there. He kicks it. That was not the best move there by the defender, Clark. He was kicking it in his own area. Maybe he was trying to get it to the goalie, who definitely wasn't moving. It's going to be a corner kick now for the Motocross team. Can they apply some pressure here? Here's the kick. He goes wide. Not helping the cause on that occasion because St. Thomas's has gone with it. He tries to stop him, he fails. Now it's going to defended stoutly there and it's going to be knocked out. So here's the kick. Nice kick here. Somebody's there. Somebody's home. No, the goalkeeper comes out. It's still loose and he knocked it to the goalkeeper. So it's going to be a corner kick for the St. Thomas's team. So here's the corner kick. Low, flat kick, stopped for the moment. But St. Thomas is still with the ball. He drives. The goalkeeper, well, it's right there in front of the goal. He doesn't tap it in. Well. He tries the bicycle now. Fancy playing. And the ball has gone out of touch. Here's the throwing. Nice work there by the St. Thomas State's team, but helping the cause of Motocross. It's right in that dangerous area for St. Thomas's, and the ball has been knocked out. So it's going to be a corner kick. Corner kick for Motocross. So let's see how he handles this one. The last one wasn't well done. He does the same thing, kicks it away, and gives his teammates some work to do, but they're still trying to come forward. Taken away by, well, it's been knocked out by the Motocross player. Better corner kick, handball again. But whose hand? Well, it was a St. Thomas's player who touched it on that occasion. So here's the kick. Goal kick. Good strong kick. Here goes. Anybody home? He's there. He drives. For the first time, he was rushing through. That was good work by the youngster for Prep. For the first time, looking aggressive on the run through, but just hitting it too hard and too high. He just had to stay with it and get closer and just tap it in. But at least on that occasion, he was running through aggressively indeed. That's going to go out, I believe. Not quite. Still in play. Still in play. Still getting closer here. Dangerous ball. Stopped by the goalkeeper. Good work on that occasion, I thought. And now St. Thomas's gets to it. Knocked out.
Okay. Congratulations, Elijah Clark. You are the player of the game.
Thank you very much.
Okay, steady.
I'm coming by you. Well, the game has been completed. It was Motocross Prep coming up against St. Thomas's Primary. We have the player of the match. What's your name?
Elijah Clark.
And what position do you play?
I play left back, that's defense.
Now, who taught you to play like that? Because I've noted that you're a very good defensive player. Who taught you to play like that?
My father and my teammate Teshon.
Maybe you could just tell the folks who your father is.
My father is Delvon Clark.
And he is, of course, folks, if you just jumped off the Mars, he's one of the top players in terms of footballers on Nevis. And you were a judge, the player of the game today. How does it feel to be a judge, the player of the game?
Well, it feels exciting since I've never done it before. And I really hope this happens in the finals.
Speaking of the finals, do you think that St. Thomas's will be in the finals?
We will be in the finals and we will be winning the league.
All the best, sir. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Well, we join you now with a matchup between Charlestown Primary and Montessori. The score for the moment is 1-0. Charlestown Primary has already scored. The little goalkeeper under some pressure here. Good defensive work there by Montessori. So, Charlestown Primary, they would have not lost the game up to this point. Montessori trying to go forward. Ball still in play. This is, oh, here's a possible chance, knocked away by Montessori. So, Charlestown Primary still trying to follow up, and here goes young Taylor trying to run through. Taylor running through. Kadim is the name. He drives, it goes in. It goes in. That's another goal. So Kadim Taylor strikes, running through, make that 2 goals to zip. Malcolm Ramsey is a bit amused with the celebration there. He's the referee. Well, little goalkeeper, he looks very serious. He means business. He's going to give it his all. Here's a possible chance here. Rushing through. He drives. Oh, the goalkeeper needs it. He gets the chair because he certainly put his knee to that. Great save by the youngster. Great save by the youngster, I could tell you that much. Charlestown Prime, still a prime pressure here. Charlestown Prime, he bombs it out. Good work by the defense, but no carry through to go forward by the Montessori team. Now Charlestown Prime applying more pressure here. Lots of feet. But here's a youngster from Montessori finally running through. Shakes one, shakes two, hits it straight into the boot of the player and loses it now. Skylar Connor trying to go forward, stopped. And here's the young lady from Montessori getting a foot onto that. And here goes, drives into it and knocks it out. Here's the throwing. Oh, gone in. Make that free. Make that free. 3 goals to 0. The young goalkeeper just couldn't stop that one. Here it goes now. Skylar Connor gets a foot to it, but not following through. Here's some Private with the ball once more on the offensive. He's going to drive. Stop nicely. And nobody there to follow through. Ball back in that danger area. The man should have turned. He failed to turn. Trying to shake here. The little man, look at him. Passes, nice work. He hooks one, drives. Gone in. That's brilliant playing. Make that 4. Make that 4. Auntie Shelley's jubilant. Seems as if it's going to be a bit of a massacre today. But here's Montessori moving nicely. He's going to have a shot. Oh, he should have peeled off that shot a long time ago. Waited too long. And so he has been stopped in the process. Skylar's parents anxiously watching and waiting, hoping for something for Montessori to give. So you see as a throwing now, headed there, and the ball has gone out. Kimball Ward is the assistant referee today. That's very interesting. His teacher, FIFA International referee assessor Malcolm Ramsey is the referee. Seems as if there's a change in the goalie for the Charlestown primary team. So Skylar Connor gets a touch on it. Taylor back on the ball. Tries to drive. Stopped again by Skylar. Push forward nicely now. The little man traps it. He's trying to pass. He does. Taylor trying to get it away from the player. Gets it away. Skylar Connor in the mix once more. And the goalkeeper. He doesn't seem to do well with his hands. He's putting his feet to the ball. And again, he successfully kept it out. Here he is again, gets a foot to it, and he's a tough cookie. He's a tough little guy. Very tough guy he is. And it's the halftime whistle. I think by my reckoning it would be about 4 goals to 0. I would like to interview this guy. This guy is a tough cookie. So Charlestown rushing through, stop for the moment. Charlestown still trying to go through there, Taylor. And here's a possible chance. The goalkeeper gets it on the foot, but it goes in. Again, his hand isn't going to the ball. He's putting his foot to it, and it has gone in to make it. Well, it hasn't. Has it been scored? That one has not been allowed. It has not been allowed. So the offside whistle has gone. Here's the Charlestown throw in. Here's Montessori trying to come forward. Stop for the moment. There's Charlestown getting a touch. Charlestown trying to go forward. It looks like one of the Taylors. And still hooking his way through. Still trying to go through. But Montessori responding. But he gets the touch again. Style of corner. Not kicking it far. And I think that's the problem. They're not booting it like that. Goalkeeper under pressure once more at the top. Goalkeeper under pressure. And missed up top there. Missed and the goalkeeper comes out and hangs on to it. It's going to be a corner kick. Well. The Montessori supporters, they are happy for their goalie. I would want to say that in my mind, the little goalie would be the player of the match. Here he's here, holding it again, getting his hand to it, and looks as if it might be a penalty. Let's see what the call was. Seems as if it's a penalty. No, I'm going to tell you straight up. If the goalkeeper saves this penalty, immediately I will award him as the player of the match. He will be the player of the match. And that would be something for, and they're asking the young lady to kick it. They're giving the young lady a chance to kick it. And if this youngster stops it, he's my player of the match. So let's see. Let's see how good this goalkeeper is, because trust me, he has done a remarkable job despite the big scoreline against his team. Here goes. Gone in. The young lady has scored. The young lady has scored. Went to the left. I think it's her daughter. Could be her daughter. It has to be her daughter. Has to be her daughter. My goodness. What a show. Well. Here's a chance here for Charlestown Primary driving. The goalkeeper knocks it out with his foot and then rushes back to his goal. Charlestown still with the ball. It's across. It's gone in. It's gone in. That's another one for Charlestown Primary. Goalkeeper just got back in his goal. Couldn't stop it. Oh. Go! Montessori! Montessori has scored! Well. What a run through. My goodness. Solo run by the youngster. And Montessori would have made their mark in outstanding fashion here. So even though it's a landslide victory for Charlestown Primary, that was a super goal. Nice work there by the defense there. Ramsey has to get out of the way. No, where's that youngster? That star player. Where is he? Gets the boot onto it. It goes wide. It's back with Charlestown Primary on the left flank. He's going to try to rush through. He's going to try to shoot maybe. He's going to try to shake. He's going to try to shoot. The goalkeeper is there. It's knocked in. It's knocked in. Another one by Charlestown Primary.
Well, that's our package for this evening. I am Curtis Morton, reminding you that you can watch sports if you're not fit. But to play sports requires fitness, diligence, and sacrifice. Have a good night.